Well, folks, here we again for the weekly forecast, and during this last week we dealt with numerous waves of energy movement across our region that supported some light snow activity. No major heavy snowfall. This was this light fluffy type of precipitation. And as we went through the Saturday through Sunday morning time period, most of the snow accumulations that were significant were in this northwestern one half of the state. From Sunday morning through Monday morning, we've seen that shift into southwest, south central Nebraska. Monday morning through Tuesday morning, more primarily impacting southeastern half of the state. And then as we went in from Tuesday morning to Wednesday morning, we've seen most of the activity south of Interstate 80, basically the heaviest south central and southeast Nebraska. When we looked at the total accumulations, including what's come through the last 24 hours, looking at snowfall rates of anywhere from 3 to upwards of 8 inches so far reported. The heaviest activity in portions of southwest, south central, and into central Nebraska. Unfortunately, when you take and melt this snowfall down, the water equivalency was just not there. Basically 1/1500th to a quarter of an inch on the higher totals, and that's generally what happens when you have temperatures 20 degrees or lower when you have snowfall. We need to have temperatures up in the upper 20s to get those real nice wet juicy snow totals. Now, the system that's working through this weekend represents our biggest opportunity for significant snowfall, and even that is just light accumulations. And then we see a warming trend as we go to the midweek. So as we go to the upper air models, what we will notice presently is that we have this upper air trough responsible for our snowfall, most of the energy moving to the east of us. We're seeing that snow levels basically sag toward the south as high pressure builds in. So these low pressures in the southwestern United States may have enough lift to basically produce some accumulating snowfall, particularly over the southern one half of the state and northern Kansas. Heavier precipitation over the southeast. Then as we go into tomorrow, we have a little piece of a wave moving through the mid layers of the atmosphere that may actually support continued snowfall, particularly in the morning across northern Nebraska, or excuse me, northern Kansas and southern Nebraska, as we see this light snowfall and a little bit of precipitation showing up in southern Colorado. Now as we go into the day Monday, the trough starts to split, basically two pieces of energy with an upper air low trying to form in the southwestern United States. So we see these low pressure systems at the surface represented by that upper air low, high pressure over the northern plains moving in. So this area across the northern plains looks like light snow. Heavier precipitation runs through the southeastern United States. And you can see this low basically cutting off as the northern stream starts to gain a little bit of energy. So most of the systems will move in toward the Great Lakes region on Tuesday. High pressure firmly in place over the central United States. On the backside starts to bring warmer temperatures into our region with scattered snow basically over the northern United States. On Wednesday, we do see that trough digging down a little bit farther, but it comes down over Colorado and then moves eastward, so we're going to see some downsloping winds and warmer temperatures building in. We do have low pressure basically showing at the surface, but most of the activity will remain to our north as we stay pretty much dry across the southern part of the state at least. And as we get in the day Thursday, as that trough moves toward the east, we get winds coming out of a northerly direction, high pressure moves in, so a slight cool down on Thursday. And then as we go in for precipitation, we start to see the activity increasing across the southern plains. And as we go on the day Friday, the upper air trough itself moves over to the Great Lakes. We see warming conditions over the northern United States, particularly the northwestern United States. Low pressure starts to make its way into the southern plains region, and this represents the first significant amount of moisture that many of these areas have seen over the last 3 to potentially 4 months, depending on where you are located in this region. So as we go to the 8 to 14 day forecast, the continuation of the trend for bringing warmer temperatures in for the second full week of the month, and in terms of precipitation, we are looking at dry conditions building into the entire western one half of the United States.